Good evening. Bonus video since my vacation plans changed, and we're going to talk about my favorite diecast car, the Carbonator. No, I'm just kidding. This is the only fantasy casting that I own, and I sought it out after seeing it for its one attribute. And somebody said to me, "I bet it can't open a beer." I bet it can. Kids go to a different channel. I'm not going to be getting drunk or anything, but beer, so demonetized. So, as I said earlier today, I'm going to do a Mustang cracking party. I've shown a lot of my favorite Mustangs, usually my premium Mustangs, before, like this entire case of Greenlight and Johnny Lightning. I've done a previous video on those, and I'll do those again another time. But I'm sticking just with Matchbox and Hot Wheels. So I wanted to show some of the open ones I have, like this little Mustang Fox body that, like some of the other cars I'd shown recently, somebody I know was throwing it out. And so I decided to rescue it from the bin and take the marker pens and add a little taillight, headlight action on it. It's a shame. This is not a terrible casting. It's just they never do any. I mean, not, on the main line, they don't do any details, and it gets worse. There's a far more horrific version of it than that. But when I had shown earlier today the new Mustang series, I sort of stopped at one of them that said it was a 65 Mustang. This one, 1965 Ford Mustang GT, because the casting didn't look familiar to me, and I was thinking of this Hot Wheels version, and it's not the same. So I guess this is the first of this casting from Matchbox I have, because compared to the Matchbox, but then the Matchbox, it seems like a 4x4 compared to the Matchbox, high up and big wheels. But I have three of the Hot Wheels 65 fastback, and I was getting confused earlier. And so, just some of the open Mustangs I have, including this, which is the GT Concept, which different people have shown, and they're always confused by the tail lights and the glass roof. And that's because Mattel rushed this to market. This is copyright 2003 Mattel, and the Mustang wasn't officially seen in public until April of 2004. And this is what the concept car taillights look like. I think this is an '07, but it's at least closer to reality. So, trying not to get too boring with this, but want to crack open some Mustangs I've had for a long time. So here, 2004 first editions, 48 out of 100, Ford Mustang GT Concept on the short card. Copyright 2003. And let's compare this to this. I wish I had the card. I've had the green one off card for so long, but I wonder what release that was. So Wild Psych graphics here, but that GT badge is the same as that, because that's what the Ford concept that went around the auto shows. That's how the GT badge looked on it before they officially came out. So it is the same casting. Just, I guess, a later release. I mean, at least this one has the taillights done from Hot Wheel, Matchbox. I'm sorry, Matchbox. So this is Matchbox. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Matchbox. This is Hot Wheels. Okay. And it's not the same casting. Here has a post. Here this slips through. And I've only had one sip of that beer. I guess just tired. The 2013 Ford Mustang GT from Hot Wheels, Mild to Wild, copyright 2015. I'm sorry, not 20. Yeah, 2015. And again, this is not a fantasy casting, it's a Mustang, but I'm always happier with the more realistic ones. This huge glass hood scoop and that exaggerated motor and the drag chute. 13 Ford Mustang GT, copyright 2012, made in Malaysia. I mean, there's a sucker born every minute. I guess I'll buy almost anything that says Mustang on it. That's horrible. Custom 15 Ford Mustang, then and now. '15. And it's not that Hot Wheels can't do these cars well. And again, I shouldn't complain. It's a kid's toy. This stripe package isn't too bad. It mimics the Boss 302 Laguna Seca. It's all right. I love the green. I love anything green. You know. Oh, let's get this hard one out of the way. Again, 2007 new models, 69 Ford Mustang, and the proportions are wrong on it. Copyright 2006 for 2007 release. I mean, it's a stripe and no other tampo details. I like the hood scoop. The body line's correct, but it's a '69 Mustang. I guess, are those lights round? The grill doesn't look right. The lights don't look right. But to be fair, it's a Hot Wheels main line. I have far worse to make fun of than that. Let's see. 2005 first editions, Mustang GT, Realistics, copyright 2004. So, as I said, the Mustang made its public debut for the first time, not on the auto show in 2004. I was actually in Nashville, Tennessee at a Mustang Nationals meet in the Nashville Super Speedway. And as a treat for the Mustang fans, they actually drove one of the prototypes up, and I saw it in person the weekend of April 15th, 2004. And then shortly afterwards, it made its appearance at the auto show, I believe, in New York City. And then, of course, it had been leaked to the press, but... And the very first Mustang I saw was this color. And you can see the variation on the GT badge, if you look at the concept and then the reality, and this is a pretty good casting. It would be nice with some painted details, but as far as accuracy, it's really not too bad. I have a Johnny Lightning that's much better, but again, that's a more expensive car. This was a mainline car, so I'd never noticed that on any other Hot Wheels, that chrome Hot Wheels logo there. Malaysia, 2005 Ford Mustang GT. So I'm going to be nice to that one. And I teased this earlier today, a 1965 Mustang. I think these are called the blue card era, I'm not sure. Motown Metal, 205. How long has this been? 2006. Some true collector is cringing now. I don't know. For years, I kept these in the blisters, and then I started opening them up this year. And very shortly, I'm going to run out of cars to crack of the original ones. And you know what? This is not too bad. I'm not going to beat up on this. This 65 Mustang, I mean, it actually, to me, it almost looks like a 67. The rear is a little rough, not a lot of details. The interior is not too bad. The hood opens. If I won't see, it should open. Should open more than that. There we go. With the molded metal engine. There we go. Nice Ford logo in the flames. So that's not too bad. We are coming down to the last two that I'm going to crack tonight. I'm going to start with the worst, absolute worst Mustang that Hot Wheels has done, and they should be ashamed themselves for, is this. Not the casting itself, but the fact the Hot Wheel Arts cars and that goofy paint job and those red wheels. I thought this was bad enough. This is an abomination, but I bought it anyway because it's a '92 Ford Mustang, and I love Fox body Mustangs. And I honestly I bought it to make fun of it on video too. Again, they could do so much with this, and they don't. I mean, these tampos are too much. It looks, and with the red wheels, it literally looks like a clown car, like you'd see it in the circus. But they could do such a nice job. Tampo the rear lights, the actual lines on the casting, if you were to strip this down in bare metal, are not bad. Such potential wasted with that one. And then, not to beat up on Hot Wheels too much, but probably one of the best ones they've done. The 2015 Ford Mustang GT convertible in this blue from the Factory Fresh series. Copyright 2015. They did this very nicely. I have one of these on my office desk on the computer. And as much as I beat up on the art cars one, this is another, I mean, the lines on it, the color is really nice. Even the gray plastic interior is nice. I mean, with no painted details or anything, but if you had the eyes and a small enough brush, you could do the gauges, the steering wheel. But they did a nice job on the tampos on the back, the tail lights and the back panel, the little license plate. That looks nice. And then again on the front, the tampos for the headlights, a little goes a long way. I mean, it's a gray plastic base, so the grill and the radiator are gray plastic. The interior is gray, but the tampo improvement is huge on this. So, early, for anybody that watched the video earlier in the day, I had gotten, as I said, this series, and I don't want to open that until I get the last in that series, which would be the 1993 Ford Mustang LX SSP, and it would be the same casting as this, but it's in a either licensed or unlicensed California Highway Patrol livery. So I would really like to get that one. And then with some of the others that were in that set, I wanted to point out another one besides the art car from Hot Wheels. This is my least favorite Mustang from Matchbox, is the 68 Ford Mustang, which I actually have three of. I have one at work, and I have this Muddy Swamp Tours one, which I believe was part of a 5-pack. Blue base, gray plastic for the bumpers and an interior that gives you the grill. And I'm not a fan of that one. But here's the one I wanted to show. So this new 68 Ford Mustang GT CS California Special. Matchbox has done this several times, so here is the same one, 1968 Ford Mustang GT CS for California Special. Old Town. Copyright 2011. So, since I'm not going to open the new set, I'll open this one instead. And they did a nice job with the tampos on the side, the stripes, and the Mustang, and the California Special script, and the side marker light there. The chrome bumper and taillights. I mean, I could take a paint pen and paint over that, and those are the back. But the casting is nice. Even the wheels aren't terrible. These new nostalgic, they look like knockoff Steelies. And of course the square fog lights in the grill. Lucas lights like you'd see in Europe. So Matchbox does a nice job with this casting, and I think I only have the two. I'd have to look again. Actually, this is most of my open Mustang, Matchbox and Hot Wheels Mustangs, so that must be it. When I had talked about this, the 2007 Ford Shelby GT500, this convertible, I don't have an older version of it, but I do have this 2008 new models, '07 Shelby GT500, copyright '07. So, again, the stripes, the tampos on the side are not bad. No side marker lights. You do get the stripes up on the roof. And then you get to the back and you have no tampo or painted details. Notice I never comment really on the rims. I don't know what they're all called. They're all generic, and I don't think they're ugly. I just, I'm not thrilled. The black plastic, I guess, that they use for the interior becomes the grille and the headlights there. And what really shocked me about this set is, while the '93 Mustang Police Special was not to be found, this one my Walmart was not fully stocked, as I said earlier in comments, but there were 3 or 4 of these and 2 or 3 or 4 of the other ones. I cannot understand why there were 12 or 15 of these 2019 Ford Mustang coupes on the pegs, and I only picked up the one. And I realize this one is a Hot Wheels and this one is a Matchbox, but same parent company and similar complements with, from what I can see, the Tampa work. Even on the headlights. Maybe it's the color. I don't know. In comments, why do you think this one is hanging out so much at my Walmart, and and the Mustang had so many fewer? People seem to be buying more. Is it that the case came loaded with these, or people are bypassing this and buying the others? I don't know. I know why there were no Mustang Alex police cars available. They were all snatched up. All right, so 21 minutes, a little longer than I intended. And yes, I saved some Mustangs to open in future videos. Maybe when I find that last Mustang in this set, maybe then I'll open those. So like and comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'll do another video or two this weekend since I have all this time off. Thanks for watching. Bye.